Okay, good morning. Today what we're going to do is we're going to look at our Khan Academy modules that we need to do. The first one is called Determine Translations, and I am still in this mode. It's okay though. So what it's going to say is triangle A hyphen B hyphen C hyphen is the image of triangle ABC under a translation. So the key here is this triangle ABC, the second one they're describing, is the original triangle. This original triangle is in blue, okay? And then a translation occurred and it moved over to where it is now, and that's the pink triangle. And what we need to do is we need to determine what that translation looked like. Now it says that a translation occurred by so many units and it either went right, left, up, or down. What you're going to do is you're going to start with the blue A. You just pick one point on the triangle and you're going to count how many units to the right the translation occurred. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, okay? A translation occurred by 3 units to the right. Let's look at the next one. Now this is a little bit different. It doesn't have a picture to show you. It just has the XY units. Now the key here is that this point P hyphen is after. This is what happened after the translation occurred. This is where we started. This is where we ended. So we want to think in our mind in terms of like a, what am I trying to say? A number line. Yeah, a number line. Okay, so let me see if I can draw. I can draw a number line, but my screen is way off. Okay, anyways, so let's say on the number line, we're on X, okay? And the X, this is where we started, it was at -3. Well, if this was -3, then this would be -2, -1, 0, 1. So you want to think about what's the distance between 1 and -3 on a number line. Well, the correct answer is 4, okay? And when you start at -3 and you move to 1, you're going from left to right. So you're actually moving to the right 4 units. And then we have to consider the y-axis. Here's where we started, was at the 1, okay? And then we moved up, started at the 1, and then it moved up to the 5. Well, what's the difference? What's the distance between 1 and 5 on a number line? It's 4 units. And because we started at the 1 and we went to the 5, we're going 5 or 4 units up. Point D, this is after the translation, is 7-1, and is the image of D, 7-6, under a translation. So this is where we started. We started at 7 and we ended at 7, so we didn't move at all. Here we started at 6 and we went to 1, okay? What's the distance between 6 and 1 on a number line? Well, the distance is 5 units. And because we started at 6 and then we moved to the 1, it's going to be 5 units down. Okay, quadrilateral ABCD is the image of quadrilateral ABCD under a translation. So we want to look for the one without the hyphens. This is where we started. This is where we ended. And now when you have an entire shape like this, what I encourage you to do is just pick one point. I'm going to pick the B. And because all of the points are going to be moved the same number of units down and the same number of units across, I can safely just count one of these points. So first I want to look at how many spaces to the right or to the left I moved. Well, I started at 1 and this B is at 3. So it moved 2 units to the right. And we started at 4 and we ended at -1. So you can see that that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units down. Okay, excellent. And we got 100%, which is above 75%. So we did a super great job. Now let's go ahead and look at the second translations. Translations, exercises, and you won't have to do this because it will be in your, it'll be on your home screen because I will have assigned it to you. Now, draw the image of ABC under a translation. It starts out XY and it ends at XY plus 3. So we have our original triangle, which is right here. And we want the X to stay the same. We just want it to be Y plus 3. So let's consider how that's going to look, okay? Here is my green triangle. I lined it up exactly with my blue triangle, and I'm going to do this one step at a time. The y-axis is always referring to up or down. Here we're going to move it 1, 2, ooh, this is a little bit difficult, sorry. 3 spaces up. I'm going to move this up 1, 2, 3 spaces. I'm going to move this up 1, 2, 3 spaces. Let's see if I did this right. Okay, excellent. So the steps, just line up your green triangle with the original triangle, and because it was a Y translation up 3, you're going to move it up 3. So let's do the same thing here. I'm going to line up the B, line up the C, line up the A. Now, are we moving to the right or the left? 3 units to the right and 4 units down, okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4 units down, okay? Here I want to go 3 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 units down, okay? And then I want to go 3 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And when we look at the two images, we can see that they're the exact same triangle. So we're not changing the dimensions of the triangle at all. You're just moving it across the grid. Okay, let's line this guy up. Okay, so it starts with x, y, and then it's x plus 2 and y plus 2. So that means I'm going to go to the right 2 and I'm going to go up 2. So right 2, up 2, right 2, up 2, right 2, up 2, and there we are. Okay. 2 units down. Okay, so let's put this guy over the other one. Okay, ABC under a translation of by 2 units down. Okay, so I'm just going to go down to 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Excellent. So translating shapes. Okay, excellent.